All right, guys, going for a little walk in the woods with Tiny and Yaxie, my new dog. Very different vibe than my original dog. Very different kind of dog. He's still such a puppy. You can just see it, how he moves, how he acts. I have him here with Tiny because Tiny is a savage little bitch. So she's small, so she can't really like hurt him, but she can certainly put him in his place, and he's already learned that. So it kind of restrains the idiocy that a lot of young dogs, especially young males, will do. I think she's a good, not a playmate, but a good like other dog to have around a, hey bitch, don't do that. Sometimes she's a little bit too hard on the males. She's a spicy little bitch. I really like her. Otherwise, if she was like more accepting of that kind of behavior, he would learn that he could just bulldoze other dogs and, you know, be rude. Now he's learning, hey, number one, which is kind of good. He's learning other dogs aren't so fun. I don't need him to be overtly aggressive to other dogs, but at the same time, if they really learn that they can play with another dog, then that becomes their primary focus. He's learning that he can be around another dog. She keeps him very respectful, and I like that in a young dog, especially a young dog that I think is going to be a strong dog. I think he's going to be a strong dog. And you know, it's funny, I was kind of thinking after this trial I'd like take a step back from the training a little bit and do other things, and I'm kind of glad it didn't go the way I really wanted it to go, because it makes me more curious, like more like, okay, let's figure this out, you know, let's optimize. Let me get, like, you know, when you see that a dog is like, regardless of the score, when you see a dog is there and the dog gives its all, gives its best, you kind of know, whatever the score is, you did your job. You got the best out of the dog. When you take a dog on the field and you know that he only gave you 50% or 60%, then you start to think to yourself, well, you don't start right away. You're like, man, you know, first you're frustrated because it's not that's what you saw in the training. A lot of people train, you know, it's not overly complicated to get your dog doing things in training. It's a whole other thing to translate the training to the trial. It's realer than real life, because in real life, you can still have your tools on the dog, you can have a reward, you can correct your dog. In the trial, you're not allowed to even give your dog a double command. There's no reward, there's no correction, there's no anything. It's the complete neutrality of the handler. Of course, there's some level of handler help, right? And then getting that same performance, getting that same power. That's the challenge. It's not fun, I guess, if there's no challenge, right? So anyways, here's Tiny, here's Yaxie, big oaf. All right, guys, nice talking to you as always. Feel free if you're looking for online training, protection training, off-leash obedience training, puppy training, training for reactive dogs, and more coming soon. Join us and train with us online from anywhere in the world. I don't think there's any better functional obedience course out there on the internet currently. All right, guys, see you later.